MAT1033 Final Exam Review, question number 53. We are to subtract. We have x over x squared minus 16, and then minus 7 over x squared plus 5x plus 4. Subtracting two fractions, we need to find a least common denominator, so we need to factor the two denominators that we have. This is a difference of squares, so that's x plus 4, x minus 4. And this is a trinomial, GCF is 1, x and plus 4 plus 1. And in order to add the two, or subtract in this case the two fractions, we need to keep the least common denominator, which would be each factor, the highest number of times it appears in any one factored form. So we would have the factor x plus 4 in the new denominator, x minus 4, and x plus 1. Then we need to build up each fraction to the new denominator. This fraction has the first two factors but not the x plus 1, so we would multiply top and bottom times x plus 1. And the second fraction, we need the x minus 4, and then of course 7 times x minus 4. And be careful, this is subtraction, so that's really negative 7 times x minus 4. We will distribute. That'd be x times x plus 1 would be x squared plus x. That is the numerator for the first fraction. And then minus 7 times x, so minus 7x, and then plus 7 times 4, 28. So this would be minus 7x plus 28. Combining like terms in the numerator, I end up with x squared minus 6x plus 28 in the numerator, and the x plus 4, x minus 4, x plus 1 in the denominator. Now, we need to decide if x squared minus 6x plus 28 will factor. So you look for the factored form of that, and it actually ends up as it is prime. Will not factor, so we are done. MAT1033 Final Exam Review, question 54. We are to subtract. We're given two polynomials, 3x squared minus 5x minus 8. And we want to subtract the second polynomial, 5x squared minus 2x plus 3. With subtraction, you've got to remember to change the signs of the second polynomial. So rewriting, removing the parentheses, changing the signs of the second polynomial appropriately. It's minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 3. Then we are going to combine like terms. We've got 3x squared minus 5x squared. It's going to give us negative 2x squared, and I would recommend just going ahead and crossing those out once you've used them. And write this in descending powers, which is why I started with x squared. Minus 5x plus 2x would be minus 3x, and then minus 8 and minus 3 would be minus 11. There is the difference between those two polynomials.